I'm James Cridland, the radio futurologist. A lot has happened since November 2014. At the time, I was working in the roof. Quite literally, my office space was in a room that was so illegal, when I bought the house, they weren't allowed to call it a room. The window gave a view of the rooftops of North London suburbia, a view past some lovely trees which some joyless bureaucrat cut down, over to a park, and beyond it, Enfield, a little country town that had inexplicably ended up rather too close to the rest of London. It was in this tiny room where I was sent an email from a nice man asking me to start writing a column for a radio website. And I've written a column every single week since then and produced a podcast version for a few years too, which you're listening to right now. And I've managed to do this every week, almost, in spite of moving 10,000 miles from that room in North London to a slightly sunnier room in Brisbane in Queensland, Australia, where the radio dial is the same but different, and where as long as I have internet, I can still enjoy almost every radio station on planet Earth. Along the way, people have told me that radio was dying and sniggered a little at my radio futurologist title, but here we are 5 years later, with radio seemingly as popular as ever. That Nielsen figure still looks healthy in the US, GFK still looks good in Australia, Radar is good in the UK, although each of them is showing some signs that radio is being kept alive by older listeners. And when our audience starts dying, they'll do so literally. We've also seen audio being part of our world more than ever before. Podcasting is capturing people's imagination. Perhaps the level playing field that podcasting offers has led to a rediscovery of the types of things that audio can do, from complex audio drama to interviews that are given space to breathe. Podcasting too has led to a pivot of sorts for me, because I continue to speak about radio's future, but my days are now filled more with audio's on-demand future as well, editing Pod News, a daily free newsletter about podcasting and on-demand. I've now written almost 5 years of these columns. Some of them have been carefully researched over a couple of days, some typed hurriedly at 11 o'clock at night, and some I've been quite proud of. At a conference last week, I was struck by how many people came up to me and told me that they read these columns every week. And that's a lovely thing to say, but something I'm unlikely to hear again, because this is my last. I've worked in radio for over 30 years now, so I doubt it'll ever go away, and of course I'll still write about radio. I have a free weekly radio trends newsletter at james.crid.land, and Pod News is a daily newsletter at podnews.net if you really want more of me. Radio is something that touches 9 out of 10 people every week, keeps them company, and makes a positive difference to their lives. So, don't forget how much people love what you do, and keep listening.